Real Native English Podcast, Episode 5, Common English Interview Questions. Part 1. Tom has a big interview. Tom, you look nervous today. Is everything okay?
Maya, I have a job interview next week, in English. I am so stressed right now.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. That is exciting news. Which company is it?
It is an international company. They want all interviews in English. I am not sure I am ready.
I totally understand. Interviews in your own language are already stressful. In English, even more so.
Exactly. What if I cannot understand the questions? What if I forget my words?
Tom, listen. You are more ready than you think. Let me help you practice today.
Really? You would do that for me? That would be amazing.
Of course. That is what friends are for. I will ask you common interview questions, and you answer them.
Okay, I am nervous, but I am willing to try. Let us do this.
Perfect attitude. Remember, interviewers are people too. They want you to succeed. Part 2. Tell me about yourself. All right, Tom. First question. And this is the most common one. Tell me about yourself.
Okay. My name is Tom. I am a teacher. I have been teaching English for 3 years.
Good start. But add a little more. Talk about your experience and what you enjoy.
Right. My name is Tom, and I have been teaching English for 3 years. I really enjoy helping students build their confidence. Before teaching, I worked in customer service for 2 years, so I have good communication skills.
That is much better. You mentioned your current job, your past experience, and your skills. Perfect structure.
I see present, past, and skills. That is easy to remember.
Exactly. Keep your answer between 60 and 90 seconds. Not too short, not too long.
Got it. 1 to 1.5 minutes. I can practice that.
And always end with something about why you want this job. Connect your story to their company.
Connect my story to their company. That shows I did my research. Smart.
Part 3. Your strengths and weaknesses. Next question. What is your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is patience. As a teacher, I work with many different students. Some learn fast, some learn slowly. I never give up on any of them.
Excellent. You gave a strength and explained it with a real example. That is exactly what interviewers want.
Always give an example, not just the word, but the story behind it.
Right. Now the tricky one. What is your greatest weakness?
Oh, this one is hard. Should I say something real? Or something that sounds good?
Be honest, but smart. Choose a real weakness that you are already working to improve.
Okay, sometimes I spend too much time on details. I want everything to be perfect. But I am learning to manage my time better and focus on what is most important.
That is a great answer. You admitted a weakness, but immediately showed you are working on it. Very professional.
So the formula is weakness plus what I am doing to fix it.
Exactly. Never just say a weakness without showing growth. That is the key. Part 4. Why do you want this job? Okay, Tom. This next question is very important. Why do you want to work for our company?
I have read about your company, and I am really impressed by your mission to help people learn new skills. I believe my experience as a teacher aligns well with your values. I would love to contribute to a team that makes a real difference.
Wow, Tom. That was excellent. You mentioned their mission, connected it to your experience, and showed enthusiasm.
I practiced that one. I looked at their website last night.
That is exactly what you should do before every interview. Research the company. Know their values and goals.
So never say, I want this job because the salary is good.
Ha! Definitely not. Even if that is true, never say it in the interview.
Good to know. What other questions should I prepare for?
Also prepare for, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And can you describe a challenge you faced and how you solved it?
5 years question. That one always makes me nervous. What should I say?
Show ambition, but stay realistic. Say you want to grow your skills, take on more responsibility, and contribute to the company's success.
Growth plus contribution. Do not say, I want to be the CEO in 5 years.
Ha! Right. Be ambitious, but realistic. That is the balance. Part 5. Useful phrases and wrap-up. Tom, before we finish, let me give you some useful phrases for your interview.
Yes, please. Phrases are so helpful when I am nervous and forget words.
If you do not understand a question, say, "Could you please repeat that?" Or could you clarify what you mean?
Could you please repeat that? Simple and polite. I like it.
If you need time to think, say, "That is a great question. Let me think about that for a moment."
Oh, that sounds so professional. It gives me a few seconds to collect my thoughts.
Exactly. And at the end of the interview, always ask one question back. It shows interest.
Like what kind of question?
Try, "What does success look like in this role?" Or, "What do you enjoy most about working here?"
Asking questions back. That shows I am engaged and genuinely interested.
Yes. Interviewers love candidates who ask good questions. It leaves a strong final impression.
Maya, I feel so much more confident now. Thank you for this practice session.
You are going to do great, Tom. Remember, prepare your answers, research the company, and stay calm.
Prepare, research, stay calm. My 3 words for interview day.
So today we practiced the most common interview questions. Tell me about yourself, strengths and weaknesses, and why you want this job.
And we learned useful phrases for when you do not understand or need more time to think.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Practice these answers out loud before your next interview.
You can do it. Believe in yourself and speak with confidence. Goodbye, everyone, and good luck.